February 2026 stands out as one of the most dynamic and karmically significant months of the year because it unfolds in two very clear phases. The month begins under strong Capricorn influence, pushing responsibility, ambition, discipline, and career structure to the forefront. As February progresses, the energy rapidly shifts into Aquarius, where multiple planets join Rahu and trigger powerful changes linked to networks, future goals, collective movements, and long-term destiny. This is not a passive or vague month. February demands focus, strategy, and maturity, as planetary movements accelerate events and create turning points that shape the direction of the rest of 2026. It's essential to note that these insights are grounded in Vedic astrology, which accounts for the approximately 24-degree difference from the tropical zodiac. One of the most important background influences continues to be Saturn transiting Pisces. Saturn in Pisces brings a reality check in emotional life, spirituality, subconscious patterns, and long-term responsibilities. Pisces is a sign where people often escape, postpone, or avoid uncomfortable truths, but Saturn does not allow avoidance. It forces accountability and disciplined growth. From Pisces, Saturn aspects Taurus, Virgo, and Sagittarius, meaning finances, daily routines, health habits, education, belief systems, travel plans, and long-term vision are all being tested and stabilized simultaneously. Saturn does not reward shortcuts or impulsive decisions. Results may feel slow in February, but anything built with patience and consistency during this period gains durability and long-term strength. Jupiter remains retrograde in Gemini, and this plays a major role in shaping February's outcomes. Even in retrograde motion, Jupiter continues to protect, guide, and expand, but in a more thoughtful and refined way. Jupiter in Gemini strongly influences communication, learning, writing, media, marketing, business planning, and skill development. Because it is retrograde, February becomes a month where review, correction, and refinement matter more than speed. Many people will revisit old goals, adjust strategies, renegotiate agreements, or strengthen skills before moving forward. Jupiter's aspects from Gemini to Libra, Sagittarius, and Aquarius provide protection and guidance, especially since Aquarius becomes the focal point later in the month. Jupiter's trine relationship with Rahu creates strong potential for rapid growth and opportunity, but it also warns against exaggeration, overconfidence, and greed. February rewards those who aim high while staying grounded and realistic. Rahu continues transiting Aquarius in its own sign, while Ketu remains in Leo. This axis is extremely important because Aquarius governs networks, technology, innovation, large organizations, collective influence, and future-oriented thinking. Rahu here increases ambition, social visibility, trend-based success, and sudden growth through digital platforms and powerful circles. At the same time, Rahu can create illusion, obsession, and chaotic choices if people chase fame, money, or validation without stability. Ketu in Leo reduces attachment to ego, applause, and personal recognition. It pushes detachment from drama and encourages a search for deeper meaning. Together, this axis reshapes friendships, relationship dynamics, goals, public image, and even personal definitions of success. The month opens with a strong Capricorn cluster, where Mars, Venus, Sun, and Mercury form an intense conjunction. Capricorn energy supports ambition, long-term planning, disciplined effort, leadership development, and serious professional commitments. This first phase may feel heavy, but it is productive pressure. Many people will be required to focus on responsibilities, deadlines, reputation, and practical decision-making. It is an excellent period for strengthening structure, setting long-term goals, making professional moves, and improving discipline. Capricorn energy can also increase stress, rigidity, ego conflicts, and harsh communication if not handled consciously. Maturity and patience become essential. The main shift of the month begins as planets move into Aquarius. Mercury enters Aquarius on February 3rd, Venus on February 6th, the Sun on February 13th, and Mars on February 23rd. This creates a powerful Aquarius buildup that defines the second half of February. As these planets join Rahu, momentum increases around networking, large-scale opportunities, technology, online platforms, social influence, and future planning. Life may feel faster and less predictable during this phase. Events can escalate quickly, decisions may feel urgent, and many people may find themselves pulled into new circles, new ambitions, or new directions with little warning. The most karmic peak of the month is the solar eclipse on February 17, 2026, in Aquarius and Maha-Dasha Nakshatra. This eclipse carries an intense concentration of planetary energy, including the Moon, making it a powerful reset point. On a collective level, it reshapes themes connected to networks, alliances, communities, technology, and long-term visions. On a personal level, it activates the area of life ruled by Aquarius in each individual chart, bringing changes that feel destined. Eclipse periods often reveal hidden truths, push necessary endings, and open new beginnings. During this time, impulsive decisions, unnecessary conflicts, and blind trust should be avoided. Eclipse energy magnifies consequences, so careful judgment is vital. February also begins with the full moon on February 1st in Cancer and Pushya Nakshatra. This full moon heightens emotional sensitivity, family matters, home concerns, and the need for inner security. Pushya is nourishing yet serious, and this lunation can make people more reactive if they are emotionally drained. It highlights the need for balance, reminding us that ambition should not destroy peace and external success should not come at the cost of emotional health. Overall, February 2026 is a month of disciplined ambition followed by destiny-level expansion. It begins by enforcing structure and responsibility and ends by accelerating social, financial, and future-oriented changes. Those who remain grounded, ethical, patient, and emotionally balanced can use February as a breakthrough month that upgrades the entire trajectory of 2026. To accurately assess the impact of these transits, it's crucial to consider your ascendant and moon signs. The ascendant sign provides insights into the timing of life events, while the moon sign reveals how you'll emotionally respond to these changes. Additionally, consider the position of your current Maha-Dasha lord in your birth chart, as it can shed light on how these transits will influence the recurring themes of your current Dasha period. These specific outcomes will depend on individual Dasha periods and how these transits interact with your natal planetary placements. If you are currently in Jupiter's Maha-Dasha period, its transit influence will be particularly prominent. Remember, the effects of these transits vary for each person. Let's explore how they may affect you based on your zodiac sign and the houses they transit. For Aries, February 2026 stands out as one of the most powerful and defining months of the year because the transits activate your two strongest growth zones. The first half of the month strongly energizes your 10th house of career, authority, and public reputation, while the second half shifts focus to your 11th house of income, gains, networks, and fulfillment of desires. This combination can push you into a higher professional bracket, increase visibility, and connect you with people who directly expand your opportunities. The first major theme of the month is the powerful Capricorn conjunction in your 10th house, where Mars, Venus, Sun, and Mercury come together. The 10th house represents karma, career direction, leadership, authority, and reputation, so when multiple planets activate it, work becomes central to life. Pressure increases, but so does progress. You may be placed in situations where you must lead, take responsibility, and prove your competence. This is not a month to stay in the background. Your actions will be noticed and your decisions will carry weight. February offers structure and momentum for Aries individuals who are ready to raise professional standards and commit to long-term goals. Your first house lord Mars transiting Capricorn in the 10th house is especially significant. Mars is strong here, making you highly action-oriented, fearless, and determined to rise. This transit builds leadership instincts, courage, and stamina, helping you push through challenges and competition. It can also increase impatience, rigidity, and ego clashes if reactions are not controlled. You may naturally step into authority, challenge inefficiency, and demand better results at work. This is an excellent phase for careers linked to management, administration, engineering, operations, security, sports, real estate, or any discipline-based field. The key is strategy. Mars gives victory only when discipline keeps aggression in check. The Sun in the 10th house supports recognition and reputation, and because it rules your 5th house, it links intelligence, creativity, and decision-making to career growth. This is a strong time to be noticed for your skills and leadership. Mercury in the 10th house strengthens communication, negotiations, interviews, planning, and coordination, while also supporting competition and execution since Mercury rules your 3rd and 6th houses. Venus in the 10th house adds charm and improves workplace relationships. As Venus rules your 2nd and 7th houses, income and partnerships become directly tied to career decisions. Early February can therefore bring better earnings, supportive alliances, stronger clients, and goodwill from seniors or authorities. Despite this momentum, Saturn's transit in Pisces in your 12th house creates background pressure. Saturn rules your 10th and 11th houses, so it controls both career and income outcomes. From the 12th house, it suggests hidden effort, long working hours, delayed recognition, or behind-the-scenes responsibility. You may feel you are doing more than others or sacrificing comfort for progress. Saturn can also bring foreign connections, travel obligations, or expenses related to career growth, such as training, tools, or relocation. The second major theme begins after Mercury enters Aquarius on February 3rd, followed by Venus on February 6th, Sun on February 13th, and Mars on February 23rd. Aquarius is your 11th house, and Rahu is already placed there in its own sign, creating one of the strongest gain-producing combinations of the year. The 11th house represents income, profits, networking, audience reach, social influence, and powerful connections. With multiple planets joining Rahu, Aries individuals can experience sudden expansion in income opportunities, social visibility, and professional networks. Support from influential people becomes likely. You may meet individuals who alter your career direction or open new doors. Those working in online business, social media, technology, marketing, or audience-based platforms can see breakthrough-level growth in the second half of February. Strong support comes from Jupiter retrograde in Gemini in your 3rd house, which aspects your 11th house. Jupiter rules your 9th and 12th houses and expands courage, communication skills, writing, speaking, and business initiatives. Because Jupiter is retrograde, results may come through refinement and reassessment rather than instant expansion, but this actually stabilizes growth. Jupiter forming a trine with Rahu can bring sudden opportunities and rapid rise through networks and unconventional channels. This combination can also tempt greed or impatience, so choices must be guided by wisdom rather than shortcuts. The most karmic moment of the month is the solar eclipse on February 17th in Aquarius, your 11th house, in Anishta Nakshatra, with 5 planets gathered there. This eclipse resets income patterns, friendships, networks, and long-term ambitions. Aries individuals may suddenly change goals, leave old circles, or realize they are meant for a bigger path. Some may experience sudden gains and recognition, while others may need to exit toxic or competitive environments. Hidden politics or jealousy in friendships is possible, so trust carefully and keep plans private. Eclipse energy reveals truth gradually. Financially, February can be rewarding but demands discipline. Early gains come through career progress, while later gains arrive through networks and new sources. Yet Saturn in the 12th indicates higher expenses, making budgeting essential. Avoid speculative risks during eclipse season. Rahu and the May 11th bring fast money temptations, but only ethical and stable opportunities will last. Build savings and focus on long-term growth. In love and relationships, energies are mixed. Venus can bring attraction through professional or social circles, but Ketu in Leo in your 5th house can create emotional detachment, or a desire for deeper, karmic connections. Avoid ego clashes caused by work stress. Romance through friends or online spaces is possible, but Rahu can create illusion, so move slowly. After February 26th, Mercury retrograde in Aquarius may cause misunderstandings, so communicate clearly. Family matters need care due to the full moon on February 1st in Cancer, your 4th house, which heightens emotional sensitivity. Balancing home responsibilities with career ambition becomes important. Health also needs attention, as strong Mars increases drive but raises burnout risk, while Saturn in the 12th can disturb sleep. Maintain routine, prioritize rest, and manage stress. Overall, February 2026 is a breakthrough month for Aries individuals. It upgrades career and reputation first, then expands gains and networks. Saturn brings maturity, Jupiter brings wisdom, Rahu brings rapid expansion, and the eclipse brings destiny-level change. With discipline and emotional balance, this month can set a powerful new trajectory for the year ahead. For Taurus, February 2026 becomes one of the most karmic and career-defining months of the year because your 10th house of career, reputation, leadership, and life direction turns into the most activated zone of the sky. This is not a passive month. It brings ambition, visibility, and opportunity, but also pressure, responsibility, and sudden shifts that force growth. The month opens with strong guidance from the 9th house Capricorn activation, and then sharply pivots into Aquarius, your 10th house, where multiple planets join Rahu and trigger a powerful professional turning point. At the same time, Saturn, your Yoga Karaka, transits Pisces in the 11th house, showing that whatever rise you experience now is deeply linked to networks, long-term gains, and the people you align with. Saturn's role is foundational. As ruler of both your 9th and 10th houses, Saturn governs destiny and career. Its transit through the 11th house is one of the strongest placements for Taurus, supporting sustained income growth, long-term achievements, and backing from influential circles. This is not fast success, but stable elevation. Saturn here also filters your social life. You may step away from people who drain energy and gravitate towards serious, reliable, and strategically aligned connections. February rewards commitment, patience, and professionalism. Shortcuts will not last, but effort will compound. The first half of the month is shaped by a Capricorn stellium in your 9th house of fortune, higher learning, mentors, beliefs, and long-term vision. With Sun, Mars, Venus, and Mercury here, the message is clear: luck supports action. You may feel guided to upgrade skills, pursue certifications, reconnect with mentors, or realign your beliefs about success. Many Taurus individuals may feel drawn toward travel, higher learning, or spiritual guidance. On a practical level, this energy strengthens ethics, planning ability, and long-range thinking. Mars adds courage, Venus brings supportive relationships, Mercury sharpens learning and communication, and the Sun adds clarity and confidence. This phase helps you define what kind of future you want to build before career acceleration begins. The real surge starts once planets begin entering Aquarius. Mercury moves on February 3rd, Venus on February 6th, the Sun on February 13th, and Mars on February 23rd, all activating your 10th house, where Rahu is already placed. This turns February into a career explosion month. Rahu in the 10th creates hunger for success, public recognition, and the urge to break limits. It can bring sudden rise, high visibility, attention from large audiences, and unconventional career opportunities, including foreign or technology-driven paths. At the same time, Rahu can create instability, politics, or confusion if integrity slips. Taurus must stay grounded and ethical. Opportunities may come fast, but decisions made impulsively can echo long-term. From a career perspective, February is critical. With multiple planets activating the 10th house, there is strong potential for promotion, role change, leadership responsibility, public recognition, or a major shift in professional direction. Some Taurus individuals may step into larger organizations, government-linked roles, technology platforms, or innovation-driven environments. Others may gain attention through online presence, consulting, content, or business networks. Importantly, Jupiter retrograde in Gemini aspects your 10th house, offering protection and expansion through communication, strategy, negotiation, finance, and client handling. Even in retrograde motion, Jupiter supports mature success. It pushes you to rebuild career foundations instead of chasing short-lived wins. The solar eclipse on February 17th in Aquarius, your 10th house, becomes the most karmic turning point. With 5 planets gathered there including the Moon, this eclipse resets career direction, reputation, and public identity. Taurus individuals may feel forced to choose between old security and future growth. You may witness sudden organizational changes, leadership shifts, or restructuring that affects your role. Some may gain status, while others may need to release an outdated professional identity. This eclipse makes your work highly visible, so anything hidden in your career approach may surface. The key is honesty, consistency, and adaptability. Resisting change will create stress, while accepting transformation will elevate you. Financially, February carries strong earning potential with equally strong responsibility. Jupiter retrograde in your 2nd house supports financial planning, savings restructuring, and long-term income stability. Gains may not be instant, but financial intelligence improves. Because Jupiter also rules your 11th house, income can grow through networks, collaborations, and social reach. The trine between Jupiter and Rahu can bring sudden opportunities, online growth, or new income streams, but it can also tempt greed. Avoid risky speculation. The best approach this month is steady expansion, skill-based income, and disciplined saving. In love and marriage, career energy spills into relationships. With Mars active and Venus moving into the 10th house, Relationships may feel tied to work, status, or public image. Some Taurus individuals may meet partners through professional networks or public spaces. Those already committed may struggle to balance work pressure with emotional availability. Ketu in the 4th house can create emotional distance at home, restlessness, or a desire to change domestic settings. Communication becomes essential. Speak needs gently instead of withdrawing. After February 26th, Mercury retrograde in the 10th can cause misunderstandings in workplace communication or public statements that may spill into personal life, so words must be chosen carefully. Family and friends undergo change as well. The full moon on February 1st in Cancer, your 3rd house, highlights communication with siblings, relatives, and close circles. Emotional conversations or decisions around friendships may arise. Saturn in the 11th naturally trims your social circle, helping you detach from unreliable support and align with people who truly matter. Some friendships strengthen, others fade. This is necessary for your next phase. Health requires balance. Saturn aspects your 1st house, increasing seriousness and responsibility, but also potential fatigue if you overwork. Rahu in the 10th can lead to work obsession, disturbed sleep, and mental restlessness. The final week may feel mentally noisy due to Mercury retrograde. Protect your routine, stabilize diet, and avoid late nights. Discipline will actually improve stamina over time. Overall, February 2026 is a landmark month for Taurus. The first half brings guidance, clarity, and direction through the 9th house, while the second half brings destiny-level career change through the Aquarius 10th house activation and eclipse. If you stay grounded, ethical, and emotionally steady, this month can elevate your professional status and redefine your life direction in a powerful, lasting way. For Gemini, February 2026 becomes one of the most transformative and destiny-shaping months of the year because two powerful forces dominate your chart. The first is the intense activation of your 8th house in Capricorn during the early part of the month, where Sun, Mars, Venus, and Mercury gather and trigger deep change, hidden truths, and karmic turning points. The second is the dramatic shift into Aquarius, your 9th house of luck, higher purpose, education, travel, mentors, and belief systems, where multiple planets join Rahu and an eclipse resets your long-term direction. Throughout all this, Jupiter retrograde in Gemini in your 1st house acts as a protective guide, strengthening self-awareness, confidence, and wisdom. Saturn plays an important role because it rules your 8th and 9th houses and transits Pisces in your 10th house of career. This alone makes February professionally significant. Saturn in the 10th increases responsibility, discipline, and accountability. You may feel heavier expectations from seniors, clients, or authority figures, and your workload may increase. Saturn here is not meant to block you. It is meant to mature you. If you remain consistent, patient, and ethical, this transit can help you build long-term authority, credibility, and respect in your professional life. The month begins with a powerful Capricorn conjunction in your 8th house, which represents transformation, secrets, sudden events, emotional intensity, shared finances, taxes, insurance, inheritance, and psychological depth. When so many planets gather here, life pushes you to confront what you have been avoiding. Hidden information may surface. You may realize that something must end or change. This period can feel emotionally intense, but it is also excellent for research, healing, and deep problem solving. If you work in fields involving investigation, analysis, psychology, medicine, finance, auditing, law, or confidential work, this phase can sharpen your strategic abilities. Impulsive decisions must be avoided. Emotional reactions, power struggles, and unnecessary conflicts can create complications if you are not careful. Mars in the 8th house intensifies this phase further. Since Mars rules your 6th and 11th houses, competition, workplace politics, and ambition can enter sensitive territory. You may feel tested or challenged, but this placement also gives you the strength to defeat obstacles and handle pressure. The key is to stay calm, protect confidential matters, and avoid confrontational behavior. Venus and Sun in the 8th can make relationships emotionally intense, bringing deeper bonding but also possessiveness or secrecy. Mercury here brings important conversations, but also the risk of misunderstandings if communication is not handled thoughtfully. Choosing words carefully becomes essential. From February 3rd onward, the narrative shifts as Mercury enters Aquarius, followed by Venus, Sun, and Mars. Aquarius is your ninth house, and with Rahu already placed here, the second half of the month becomes a powerful turning point. The ninth house represents destiny, belief systems, long-distance travel, higher education, publishing, spirituality, law, and guidance from mentors. When multiple planets activate this house, your outlook on life begins to change. Many Gemini individuals may feel drawn to travel, study, teach, publish, or connect with international or unconventional platforms. You may question old beliefs and feel the need to redefine your life philosophy. Rahu in the ninth house adds ambition and restlessness. It pushes you to expand beyond limitations and challenge traditional paths. This can be excellent for Gemini individuals working in modern, global, digital, or non-traditional fields. At the same time, Rahu can create confusion in belief systems or impatience with authority. This energy peaks with the solar eclipse on February 17th in Aquarius, in Nanishta Nakshatra, when 5 planets including the moon gather here. This eclipse becomes a destiny reset. It can bring sudden changes in education plans, travel, immigration matters, legal situations, career direction, or long-term goals. Some Gemini individuals may abruptly change direction, while others may receive unexpected opportunities that alter their future path. Throughout all of this, Jupiter retrograde in Gemini in your first house acts as your anchor. Jupiter rules your 7th and 10th houses, directly supporting partnerships and career. Retrograde Jupiter encourages inner growth, reflection, and wiser decision-making. Even if external events feel intense, Jupiter helps you stay centered. Its aspect on Aquarius supports the eclipse energy with guidance, ensuring that changes ultimately move you toward the right path. Jupiter's trine with Rahu can bring sudden luck through travel, teaching, publishing, networking, or digital platforms, but only when intentions remain ethical and grounded. In career, February is demanding but rewarding. Saturn in the 10th insists on discipline and professionalism. The first half of the month may feel unstable due to sudden developments, hidden politics, or restructuring linked to the 8th house. The second half improves career prospects through luck, mentors, training, and foreign connections. Fields related to communication, education, consulting, law, publishing, travel, or online platforms can benefit strongly. In finances, caution is required early in the month. The 8th house activation can bring sudden expenses related to health, repairs, taxes, or shared resources. Avoid risky investments and unclear financial commitments. The second half improves financial outlook through skill-based growth and foreign or knowledge-related opportunities. This is an excellent month for financial restructuring and long-term planning. In love and marriage, February is intense and karmic. The early part can deepen intimacy but may also bring trust issues or emotional insecurity. Calm communication is essential. The later shift to the 9th house can bring spiritual bonding, travel with a partner, or discussions about future direction. Singles may feel drawn to unconventional or foreign connections, but Rahu can blur clarity, so move slowly. After February 26th, Mercury retrograde can cause misunderstandings related to beliefs or travel plans. Family and emotional matters are highlighted by the full moon on February 1st in Cancer, your 2nd house, bringing discussions around finances, responsibilities, or emotional security. Words spoken during this time carry weight, so speak gently. Health needs attention, as 8th house activations can indicate stress, fatigue, or hidden issues. Maintain routine, protect sleep, and regulate emotions. Overall, February 2026 is a month of deep transformation for Gemini. The beginning forces release and inner restructuring, while the second half opens a new path of growth, purpose, and expansion. If you remain disciplined, emotionally balanced, and open to change, this month can realign your life toward a higher and more meaningful trajectory. For Cancer, February 2026 becomes a month of intense relationship karma, emotional transformation, and deep inner shifts. The month begins with powerful activity in your 7th house of marriage, partnerships, contracts, and public dealings, and then quickly moves into your 8th house of sudden change, secrets, shared resources, emotional vulnerability, and karmic events. This is not a light or casual month. February brings turning points that can redefine how you approach commitment, trust, intimacy, finances, and long-term security. Some developments may feel uncomfortable, but this month is designed to remove weak foundations and replace them with strength. Saturn plays an important background role because it rules your 7th and 8th houses and transits Pisces in your 9th house of fortune, belief systems, mentors, education, and life philosophy. Saturn in the 9th reshapes how you view destiny and guidance. It reduces blind faith and replaces it with practical wisdom. You may question long-held beliefs, life direction, or future plans, but this questioning ultimately brings clarity. The first half of February is dominated by strong activity in Capricorn, your 7th house, where Sun, Mars, Venus, and Mercury form a conjunction. This makes relationships, partnerships, contracts, and public interactions the central theme of your life. You may find yourself constantly engaging with people, handling negotiations, attending meetings, or dealing with relationship matters that can no longer be ignored. Capricorn energy makes partnerships serious and karmic. It demands responsibility, maturity, and accountability. This period can be excellent for formalizing relationships, signing contracts, strengthening business alliances, or taking commitments to the next level. At the same time, it can also bring ego clashes, control issues, and emotional frustration if cooperation is lacking. Mars in the 7th house makes this phase especially intense because Mars rules your 5th and 10th houses, directly linking love life and career with partnerships. You may feel more assertive, impatient, or demanding in relationships. In marriage, small misunderstandings can escalate if emotions are not managed carefully. Professionally, Mars shows that career growth can come through clients, collaborations, and agreements, but it also demands tact. Venus in the 7th adds charm and attraction, helping relationships soften, yet because Venus rules your 11th house, relationship developments may arise through friends or networks. The Sun in the 7th strengthens your need for respect and recognition, which can create power struggles if ego dominates. Mercury enhances communication and negotiation skills but can also increase overthinking. The lesson of the first half is clear: relationships are central, and diplomacy must override emotional reactions. Career matters in February are deeply tied to partnerships and contracts. With your 10th Lord Mars active, professional opportunities can arrive through collaborations, new clients, public dealings, or formal agreements. Job seekers may benefit from interviews and referrals, while business owners may see increased engagement and visibility. Caution becomes essential as the month progresses. Once the second half activates the 8th house, legal details, paperwork, and commitments require close attention. Avoid rushing decisions and read all agreements carefully, especially during eclipse season, as professional reputation can be sensitive. The most intense phase begins when the planetary energy shifts into Aquarius, your 8th house, where Rahu is already placed. Mercury enters Aquarius on February 3rd, followed by Venus on February 6th, the Sun on February 13th, and Mars on February 23rd. The second half of February becomes deeply transformative and unpredictable. The 8th house governs sudden events, hidden matters, psychological fears, intimacy, and karmic transformation. Rahu here amplifies uncertainty, secrecy, and emotional intensity. You may experience sudden emotional realizations, unexpected financial developments, or heightened intuition. Anxiety and fear can increase if you resist change, but this phase also offers powerful healing and inner awakening if handled consciously. The most karmic moment arrives with the solar eclipse on February 17th in Aquarius, your 8th house, in Anishtha Nakshatra, with 5 planets including the moon involved. This eclipse can bring major developments related to shared finances, intimacy, trust, inheritance, loans, insurance, taxes, or emotional bonding. Hidden truths may surface, illusions may break, and long-standing emotional patterns may be forced into the open. This eclipse can also indicate sudden changes in a partner's life or shifts in family financial structure. Emotionally, this is a heavy period. The best response is patience, calmness, and avoidance of impulsive decisions. Let clarity unfold with time. Financially, February demands caution and restructuring. Ketu in Leo in your 2nd house can create detachment from money, fluctuations in income, or changes in family financial patterns. Speech may become sharper, so family communication needs care. Jupiter retrograde in Gemini in your 12th house points to hidden expenses, travel costs, medical spending, or investments in learning and spiritual growth. While expenses may rise, Jupiter also aspects your 8th house, providing protection during uncertainty. Jupiter's trine with Rahu suggests sudden financial events, but with purpose rather than loss. This month better suited for managing debt, organizing finances, and gaining control over shared resources. In love and marriage, February is deeply karmic. The first half highlights commitment and partnership dynamics, while the second half shifts focus to trust, intimacy, and emotional security. Strong relationships can deepen into powerful bonds, while weak ones may face truth-testing moments. This is not a month for games or avoidance. Singles may encounter intense karmic attractions, but patience is essential. Allow time to reveal intentions before committing. Family and emotional well-being also need care. The full moon on February 1st in Cancer, your first house, makes you emotionally sensitive, reactive, and self-focused. Personal needs, health, and confidence come into focus, and family matters may demand attention. You may feel torn between caring for others and caring for yourself. Balance is essential. Health requires special attention, particularly in the second half. The 8th house activation can increase vulnerability to anxiety, hormonal imbalance, digestive issues, sleep disturbance, or stress-related symptoms. Reduce mental overload, especially after Mercury retrograde on February 26th, when overthinking can rise. Overall, February 2026 is a powerful transformation month for Cancer individuals. The first half reshapes partnerships and commitments, while the second half forces deep emotional healing, financial restructuring, and karmic release. If you choose calm over fear and wisdom over reaction, February can clear long-standing blocks and significantly strengthen your emotional foundation. For Leo, February 2026 becomes a powerful month of karmic clearing, competition, and relationship transformation. The month begins with heavy planetary activity in your 6th house of work, debts, discipline, competition, enemies, and health, and then dramatically shifts into Aquarius, your 7th house of relationships, marriage, partnerships, contracts, and public interaction, where Rahu is already transiting and where a major solar eclipse occurs. Life does not remain neutral for Leo this month. You are pushed to become sharper, stronger, and more decisive. Responsibilities increase, but so do opportunities to rise. With Ketu in your 1st house, you may appear quieter or more withdrawn than usual, yet internally you are processing deep changes that redefine your priorities and boundaries. Saturn plays a deeply karmic role because it rules your 6th and 7th houses and transits Pisces in your 8th house. Saturn in the 8th forces transformation through pressure and accountability. It brings unresolved fears, health concerns, financial patterns, or relationship insecurities to the surface so they can be addressed properly. This is not a placement that allows shortcuts. It demands emotional maturity, patience, and long-term thinking. The month begins with a strong Capricorn conjunction in your 6th house, where Sun, Mars, Venus, and Mercury gather. This creates a highly active and demanding phase focused on work routines, responsibilities, conflict resolution, and self-discipline. Work pressure rises sharply, but so does productivity. You may feel constantly engaged in tasks, problem-solving, deadlines, or dealing with competitive environments. Planets here bring success through effort. February supports victories over competitors, legal or workplace challenges, job opportunities, and professional authority. It is also a powerful time to strengthen health routines, because Capricorn energy supports consistency, endurance, and long-term improvement. Mars in Capricorn gives courage and fighting spirit. Since Mars rules your 4th and 9th houses, home responsibilities, family decisions, and luck become connected to daily work. Some Leo individuals may feel pressure from domestic matters or relocation planning, but Mars provides the strength to manage multiple responsibilities. The Sun in the 6th house links your identity to effort, making you eager to prove capability and reliability. Mercury in the 6th sharpens thinking, communication, and strategy, helping you handle complex tasks and negotiations. Venus in the 6th can bring support from colleagues and helpful connections, but it can also create subtle workplace politics or jealousy. Staying professional, calm, and outcome-focused is essential. The energy shifts significantly once planets begin entering Aquarius. Mercury moves into Aquarius on February 3rd, followed by Venus on February 6th, Sun on February 13th, and Mars on February 23rd. Aquarius is your 7th house, and with Rahu already placed there, the second half of February becomes one of the most relationship-focused periods of the year. Partnerships, marriage, business alliances, contracts, and public image move to center stage. You may enter a new partnership, redefine an existing one, or face decisions that reshape relationship dynamics. Your public visibility increases, and your actions and words attract attention. Rahu in the 7th house makes relationships karmic, intense, and unconventional. It can create strong attraction, obsession, and sudden emotional shifts. For married Leo individuals, this can bring major changes in dynamics, including misunderstandings, distance, or the need for honest communication. It can also bring foreign influences into relationships, such as travel, relocation, or interaction with people from different cultures. For singles, Rahu can bring sudden attraction towards someone unusual, or from an online or foreign background. Rahu often hides the full truth initially, so rushing commitment is not advised. The biggest turning point comes with the solar eclipse on February 17th in Aquarius, your 7th house. In Nanishta Nakshatra, with 5 planets including the moon gathered there. This eclipse marks a karmic reset in relationships and partnerships. Decisions that have been delayed can no longer be avoided. Some Leo individuals may enter marriage, some may redefine partnership terms, and some may move towards separation if foundations are weak. Business partnerships and contracts may also undergo deep restructuring. Because the 7th house also represents public image, it is important to remain ethical, composed, and discreet. Avoid public conflict and protect your reputation during eclipse season. Jupiter retrograde in Gemini in your 11th house acts as a protective influence. Jupiter rules your 5th and 8th houses, and in the 11th, it supports gains, networking, income growth, and long-term aspirations. Although retrograde, Jupiter brings meaningful rewards through reflection and wiser choices. It aspects your 7th house, offering guidance and protection in partnerships. Jupiter's trine with Rahu can bring sudden opportunities through alliances, collaborations, and networks. This makes February powerful for growth through people, but it also demands discernment. Choosing the right allies brings rapid progress, while poor choices bring confusion. For career, February begins with hard work, competition, and problem solving, where you can defeat rivals and strengthen authority. Saturn's influence increases responsibility, but also stability. The second half of the month brings partnership-driven career developments, client expansion, and public visibility. Business owners benefit from collaborations, while professionals may see teamwork and contracts shaping growth. Clear communication is vital, especially after February 26th, when Mercury retrogrades in Aquarius and misunderstandings and agreements become more likely. In finances, February is about restructuring. Saturn in the 8th and its aspect on the 2nd house demand seriousness with money. Expenses may rise due to health, family needs, or sudden repairs. Yet Jupiter in the 11th supports income growth through networks. Avoid risky speculation and be cautious with shared finances, loans, and partnership money, especially near the eclipse. For health, February requires discipline. The 6th house activation supports improving fitness and routines, but stress, inflammation, digestive issues, and burnout are possible if balance is ignored. The full moon on February 1st in Cancer, your 12th house, can disturb sleep and increase emotional sensitivity. Protect rest, regulate emotions, and avoid unnecessary arguments. Overall, February 2026 is a defining month for Leo. The first half strengthens you through discipline and victory over obstacles. The second half transforms relationships and partnerships through powerful Aquarius and Eclipse energies. This month reveals who truly stands with you and pushes you toward maturity, clarity, and stronger boundaries. If you remain grounded and emotionally aware, February can mark a major turning point in your personal and professional life. For Virgo, February 2026 becomes a decisive month of effort, discipline, and karmic victories because the month begins with strong planetary activity in your 5th house of intelligence, creativity, learning, love, and decision-making, and then shifts sharply into Aquarius, your 6th house of work, competition, debts, health, enemies, and daily routine, where Rahu is already transiting and where the solar eclipse occurs. This month does not promote comfort. It promotes growth through responsibility and sustained effort. Life may feel faster and more demanding, pushing you to become more organized, structured, and mentally resilient. Saturn plays a serious and karmic role because Saturn rules your 5th and 6th houses and transits Pisces in your 7th house of marriage, partnerships, business alliances, and public dealings. Saturn in the 7th brings relationship lessons that demand maturity and accountability. Partnerships cannot remain casual or undefined under this influence. Strong relationships become more stable through commitment and responsibility, while weak ones are tested and exposed. In business, Saturn demands clear contracts, ethical conduct, and disciplined client handling. Emotional avoidance will not work. Virgo individuals must approach relationships with clarity and patience, not criticism or withdrawal. The first half of February is dominated by a Capricorn conjunction in your 5th house, where Sun, Mars, Venus, and Mercury gather. This creates sharp mental focus and practical creativity. The 5th house governs intelligence, strategy, education, creativity, leadership thinking, romance, children, and speculative judgment. You may become highly focused on learning, planning, teaching, or building something meaningful for the long term. Students benefit from structured study and exams. Professionals benefit from analytical thinking, creative problem solving, and leadership-level decisions. Those involved in writing, content creation, strategy, education, analytics, or management can see a strong boost in output and clarity. Mars and Capricorn in your 5th house brings intensity and competitiveness to your thinking. Since Mars rules your 3rd and 8th houses, it adds courage and investigative depth but can also increase impulsiveness. You may feel driven to prove your intelligence or assert your ideas strongly. In romance, this can increase passion but also friction if ego dominates. Speculation, risky investments, or emotionally driven decisions should be avoided, especially as eclipse season approaches. Venus here brings charm and appreciation for your creativity, while Mercury enhances learning, communication, and planning. The Sun adds confidence and leadership but can make you rigid if you stop listening. The first half of the month is highly productive, but emotional balance is essential. From February 3rd onward, the energy shifts when Mercury enters Aquarius, followed by Venus, Sun, and Mars, all joining Rahu in your 6th house. This becomes the defining theme of February. For Virgo individuals, this is a powerful zone for defeating enemies, resolving conflicts, improving career position, clearing debts, and strengthening health routines. Rahu in the 6th gives you strong competitive power and ambition. It helps you outperform rivals, handle pressure, and rise through strategic effort, especially in fields linked to technology, systems, analytics, medicine, law, engineering, compliance, or service-oriented roles. Rahu also increases anxiety and overthinking. Virgo individuals must avoid obsession with perfection or control. The solar eclipse on February 17th in Aquarius, in Anishtha Nakshatra, becomes the biggest turning point of the month because it occurs in your 6th house with 5 planets, including the moon. This eclipse brings a karmic reset in work patterns, health, daily lifestyle, and professional responsibilities. Some Virgo individuals may experience job restructuring, team changes, role expansion, or increased workload. Others may finally overcome long-standing professional obstacles or workplace. Politics. This eclipse can also bring health awakenings. If you have been ignoring physical or mental signals, your body may demand attention. This is not a month to neglect routine. With discipline, this eclipse can help you eliminate bad habits and build a stronger lifestyle. Career matters remain active because Jupiter retrogrades in Gemini in your 10th house. Jupiter rules your 4th and 7th houses, and its placement in the 10th supports career growth, public reputation, and visibility. Retrograde Jupiter may delay quick rewards, but it strengthens long-term planning and internal clarity about your professional direction. Jupiter aspects Aquarius, your 6th house, and forms a trine with Rahu, showing that progress comes through intelligent effort, strategic networking, and consistent performance. Recognition from seniors and added responsibility are possible, but patience is required. Avoid rushing major career decisions without assessing long-term consequences. Financially, February is demanding but manageable. Income can improve through consistent work and career effort, especially because the full moon on February 1st in Cancer activates your 11th house of gains and networks. This can bring support from friends, professional circles, or group-based opportunities. The 6th house eclipse can increase expenses related to health, debt repayment, legal matters, or work requirements. In love and marriage, Saturn in the 7th makes relationships serious and responsibility-oriented. Partners may expect more emotional presence and accountability. Singles may attract mature or career-focused individuals, but relationships develop slowly. The heavy 6th house activation can cause arguments if criticism replaces empathy. Virgo individuals must avoid carrying work stress into personal life. Ketu in the 12th house increases the need for solitude and emotional withdrawal at times. It can also bring karmic attractions, but February is not supportive of impulsive romance. Clarity and boundaries matter more than intensity. Family and home matters may feel weighty because Saturn aspects your 4th house, bringing responsibilities related to home, property, or mother's well-being. At the same time, your social circle shifts. The full moon in the May 11th strengthens some friendships and dissolves others. You will clearly see who supports your growth and who drains your energy. Health requires strong attention throughout February. The 6th house eclipse can create stress-related issues, digestive sensitivity, skin problems, sleep disruption, or nervous tension. The last week becomes more sensitive after February 26th, when Mercury retrogrades, increasing mental overload and workplace miscommunication. Routine, rest, and structured habits become your strongest protection. Overall, February 2026 is a powerful growth month for Virgo individuals. It begins with strong intellectual and creative output and ends with intense work and health restructuring through eclipse energy. If you stay disciplined, grounded, and emotionally balanced, February can significantly strengthen your career foundation, health stability, and long-term life direction. For Libra, February 2026 becomes a month of emotional restructuring, creative awakening, and destiny-level turning points in love, children, and personal direction. The month opens with heavy planetary energy in your 4th house of home, inner peace, emotional security, mother, and property, and then shifts powerfully into Aquarius, your 5th house of romance, creativity, intelligence, education, children, fame, and major decisions, where Rahu is already placed and where the solar eclipse occurs. February carries 2 clear storylines. The first half forces you to stabilize your inner world and resolve what feels unsettled at home or emotionally. The second half pushes you into visibility, creative confidence, and bold life choices. Saturn becomes a major karmic anchor because it rules your 4th and 5th houses and transits Pisces in your 6th house of work pressure, competition, obstacles, discipline, debts, and health routines. Saturn in the 6th is demanding but constructive. It increases responsibilities and workload, yet it also gives you the strength to defeat obstacles, handle competition patiently, and resolve long-standing issues through consistency. Nothing comes easily in February, but everything comes through effort. This transit rewards discipline and punishes avoidance. Jupiter rules your 3rd and 6th houses, supporting courage, communication, effort, and the ability to face challenges. From the 9th house, Jupiter strengthens faith, learning, mentors, and inner wisdom. Because it is retrograde, growth feels internal first. You may rethink beliefs, revise long-term plans, or reconnect with guiding influences. Jupiter aspects your 1st house, increasing confidence and clarity in decision-making. It also aspects your 5th house Aquarius, forming a strong trine with Rahu. This combination can bring sudden creative breakthroughs, romantic developments, public recognition, or luck through talent. Jupiter ensures that even eclipse-driven changes serve growth rather than chaos. The month begins with a strong Capricorn conjunction in your 4th house, where Sun, Mars, Venus, and Mercury gather. This intensifies emotions and highlights your inner foundation. Home matters become prominent, including responsibilities related to property, repairs, relocation planning, vehicles, or mother's well-being. You may feel emotionally restless, even if outwardly composed. Some Libra individuals feel pulled between career pressure and home responsibilities. Mars in the 4th can create irritation, arguments, or stress at home. Venus improves comfort, beautification, and emotional bonding. Mercury supports paperwork, planning, and discussions related to property and family. The Sun can bring ego clashes with authority figures at home. Early February requires patience, emotional control, and thoughtful responses rather than reactive decisions. Career becomes active early in the month due to the full moon on February 1st in Cancer, your 10th house, in Pushya Nakshatra. This full moon brings visibility, recognition, or an emotional turning point related to career. You may receive appreciation, a new responsibility, or a realization that your current professional situation needs change. It strongly activates the career, home axis, showing the need for balance. Overworking at the cost of emotional peace will not be sustainable. Job seekers may receive interviews, attention, or important news regarding career direction. The biggest shift begins when planets start entering Aquarius. Mercury enters Aquarius on February 3rd, followed by Venus on February 6th, Sun on February 13th, and Mars on February 23rd. Aquarius is your 5th house, already occupied by Rahu, making the second half of February one of the most powerful phases of the year for Libra. The 5th house governs love, romance, creativity, intelligence, education, children, speculation, and personal brilliance. With so many planets here, you feel more alive, expressive, ambitious, and inspired. Creative ideas flow, confidence rises, and you may feel ready to take bold personal steps. This phase strongly supports artists, writers, performers, educators, marketers, content creators, and anyone working with ideas or expression. Clear communication is vital, especially after February 26th, when Mercury retrogrades in Aquarius and misunderstandings and agreements become more likely. Rahu in the 5th house intensifies everything. Romance becomes passionate, creativity becomes obsessive, and the desire to stand out increases. Rahu can bring sudden attraction, karmic encounters, or dramatic emotional developments, especially through social media, networking, or creative spaces. For single Libra individuals, this can be a powerful period of romantic connection, but Rahu can also create illusion, infatuation, and mixed signals. Jupiter's aspect provides wisdom, but decisions must still be slow and conscious. For those in relationships, romance can deepen, but ego clashes, jealousy, or comparison can also arise if communication becomes emotionally reactive. Children and education-related matters are also highlighted. Parents may focus on children's well-being, schooling, or future decisions. Students benefit from sharp intelligence and creativity in the second half, but eclipse energy can create distraction if discipline slips. Financially, February requires practicality. Mars rules your 2nd and 7th houses, and its movement can increase spending on home, lifestyle, travel, or creative pursuits. Venus rules your 1st house and 8th house, linking finances with self-worth and transformation. Sudden expenses or investment-related decisions may arise. With Rahu in the 5th, speculative temptation increases. Skill-based growth and long-term planning are safer. Family and social life also shift. Ketu in Leo in your 11th house makes you selective with friendships. You may outgrow certain social circles and prefer deeper, more meaningful connections. Family responsibilities increase due to 4th house activation, and emotional maturity is required in dealing with elders. Health needs conscious management. Saturn in the 6th can bring fatigue, stiffness, or chronic strain if routine is weak, but it can also help build strong discipline. Saturn's aspect can disturb sleep if anxiety rises. Rahu in the 5th increases mental restlessness and emotional highs and lows. Maintain regular meals, fix sleep timing, and reduce screen overload. The most karmic moment arrives with the solar eclipse on February 17th in Aquarius, your 5th house, in Dhanishta Nakshatra, with 5 planets including the moon. This eclipse can bring life-changing developments in love, creative direction, education, children, fame, or major personal decisions. Sudden clarity emerges about what truly matters. Jupiter's aspect ensures growth through this transformation. Overall, February 2026 is a landmark month for Libra. The first half demands emotional stabilization, while the second half brings destiny-level shifts in love, creativity, and purpose. If you stay grounded and patient, February can redirect your life toward a brighter and more meaningful future. For Scorpio, February 2026 becomes a month of bold movement, emotional turning points, and destiny-level transformation connected to home, family peace, and inner security. The month begins with a powerful Capricorn conjunction activating your 3rd house of courage, communication, effort, business initiatives, siblings, marketing, and travel, and then shifts dramatically into Aquarius, your 4th house of home, mother, emotional foundation, property, comfort, and mental peace, where Rahu is already placed and where the solar eclipse occurs. This makes February a defining month because it reshapes your idea of stability. Your priorities, emotional needs, and sense of peace are changing. External events may also push you toward major decisions related to relocation, home matters, or family responsibilities. Saturn works as a steady background force. Saturn rules your 3rd and 4th houses and transits Pisces in your 5th house. This placement makes you more serious about decisions, creativity, romance, education, children, and long-term planning. Saturn reduces casual behavior and demands responsibility. Scorpio individuals may feel mentally heavier at times, but this weight brings maturity. It helps you think before acting, especially in matters of love, speculation, and future goals. This is a month where careful thinking protects you from regret. Jupiter's role is deeply transformative yet protective. Jupiter rules your 2nd and 5th houses, governing wealth, family stability, education, intelligence, and children. Jupiter is retrograde in Gemini in your 8th house, making February psychologically and emotionally transformative. This can bring changes related to taxes, loans, inheritance, insurance, or shared resources. Retrograde Jupiter pushes you to rethink what real security means. It can also bring healing, insight, and emotional growth. Jupiter aspects Aquarius, your 4th house, where Rahu is placed. This is important because while Rahu creates restlessness in home and emotional life, Jupiter provides wisdom and protection. The trine between Jupiter and Rahu can bring sudden progress in home-related matters, relocation plans, or emotional healing, but it can also create rapid changes. Flexibility is essential this month. February begins with a strong stellium in Capricorn in your 3rd house, where Sun, Mars, Venus, and Mercury gather. This gives the month a powerful and action-oriented start. The message is clear: you must take initiative. Results will come through your own effort, communication, and courage. This is an excellent phase for launching ideas, starting business plans, writing, marketing, networking, learning new skills, and increasing productivity. Mercury sharpens your communication and planning. Venus adds charm and connection-building ability. The Sun increases confidence and authority. Mars, your 1st house lord, is especially strong here, giving fearlessness, stamina, and self-belief. This is one of the best placements for Scorpio to push forward independently and build momentum through personal effort. Mars in the 3rd house gives boldness and determination, helping you overcome hesitation. You may take important decisions related to career direction, independence, or business growth. Impatience must be controlled. The 3rd house also rules siblings and close contacts, so aggressive communication can cause misunderstandings. Use strength wisely. This phase strongly supports entrepreneurs, content creators, sales professionals, consultants, and anyone whose income depends on communication or skill-based effort. From February 3rd onward, the energy shifts into Aquarius, your 4th house, where Rahu already sits. Mercury enters first, followed by Venus on February 6th, Sun on February 13th, and Mars on February 23rd. This builds intense activity around home, family, emotional peace, and inner stability. Rahu in the 4th often creates dissatisfaction with current living conditions or emotional restlessness. You may crave relocation, renovation, or a complete change in domestic setup. Some Scorpio individuals may deal with family responsibilities or emotional issues that require maturity. Others may experience inner shifts, realizing they need a new emotional foundation. When many planets join Rahu here, the inner world becomes loud. The most karmic moment arrives with the solar eclipse on February 17th in Aquarius, your 4th house, in Anishta Nakshatra, with 5 planets including the moon. This eclipse can bring major developments related to home, property, family peace, mother's health, or emotional security. Some may relocate, handle property documents, or make long-term decisions about where they want to settle. Hidden family tensions may surface, demanding resolution. The eclipse also affects the home, career axis, so balancing emotional needs with professional ambition becomes important. Ignoring inner peace can destabilize outer success. Career growth in February comes through effort rather than recognition. The early 3rd house activation supports networking, communication, and skill building. Opportunities arise through your initiative. Ketu in Leo in your 10th house shows detachment from career identity. You may feel disconnected from your role or desire a change in direction. This is better for planning than rushing into public career moves. Financially, discipline is required. Saturn's aspect on your 2nd house pushes you to manage savings seriously and plan long-term security. Jupiter in the 8th can bring sudden gains through shared resources or partners' income, but also unexpected expenses. Avoid risky investments. February is ideal for financial restructuring, clearing liabilities, and strengthening long-term stability. In love and marriage, Saturn's influence makes relationships serious and responsibility-oriented. Venus moving into the 4th later increases emotional bonding, and the need for comfort. Rahu here can also create insecurity or mood fluctuations. Gentle communication is essential. After February 26th, Mercury retrograde in Aquarius may cause misunderstandings in family and relationship conversations. Avoid emotional conclusions based on temporary feelings. Family becomes central due to strong 4th house activation, while the full moon on February 1st in Cancer, your 9th house, brings guidance from elders, mentors, or belief shifts. Advice received this month can shape long-term decisions. Health needs attention mainly due to emotional stress. Rahu in the 4th can disturb sleep and increase anxiety. Saturn in the 5th can create mental heaviness if overthinking rises. A steady routine, emotional grounding, and proper rest are essential. Overall, February 2026 is a life reset month for Scorpio. It begins by empowering you through courage and action, and ends by transforming your emotional foundation, home life, and sense of security. If you stay calm, flexible, and emotionally aware, this month can rebuild your inner base and prepare you for a stronger, more stable future. For Sagittarius, February 2026 becomes a month of major restructuring in finances, speech, and self-worth, followed by a powerful rise in courage, communication, and self-driven growth. The month begins with an intense Capricorn conjunction in your 2nd house of money, savings, family, speech, food habits, and value system. This immediately places focus on financial discipline and responsibility. As the month progresses, energy shifts strongly into Aquarius, your 3rd house of courage, efforts, skills, communication, business growth, marketing, siblings, and short travels, where Rahu is already placed and where a solar eclipse occurs. Saturn plays a key role because it rules your 2nd and 3rd houses, directly influencing money and effort-based growth. Saturn transiting Pisces in your 4th house can make February emotionally heavy at times. You may feel increased responsibilities connected to home, mother, elders, property matters, or emotional security. Your mind may feel occupied with duties, reducing emotional comfort. Saturn here is not purely restrictive. It helps you build long-term stability through disciplined family responsibilities, realistic planning, and mature handling of domestic matters. Jupiter becomes your strongest protective influence this month. As your 1st house lord, Jupiter rules your 1st and 4th houses and continues retrograding in Gemini in your 7th house. This places emphasis on relationships, marriage, business partnerships, contracts, and public interactions. Retrograde Jupiter indicates reassessment rather than immediate expansion. You may rethink commitments, renegotiate expectations, or refine partnership dynamics before moving forward. Jupiter also aspects your 1st house, restoring confidence and giving clarity in decision-making. Most importantly, Jupiter aspects Aquarius, your 3rd house, and forms a trine with Rahu. This is a powerful combination for success through communication, writing, marketing, sales, teaching, coaching, and digital platforms. Even in retrograde motion, Jupiter strengthens strategy and ensures that growth comes through intelligent effort rather than haste. The month opens with Sun, Mars, Venus, and Mercury gathered in Capricorn in your 2nd house. This makes the first half of February critical for financial planning and family-related decisions. You may focus on stabilizing income, restructuring savings, controlling expenses, or supporting family members. Capricorn energy demands seriousness and long-term thinking. This conjunction can also make speech sharp. Sun can increase ego in family discussions, Mars can make words impatient or aggressive, and Mercury can trigger frequent conversations around money. Venus adds comfort and support, but may also increase lifestyle spending. The lesson here is simple: manage finances strategically and speak with awareness. Early February is excellent for budgeting, investment planning, and value correction, but not for emotional arguments or impulsive spending. Career matters reflect increased responsibility because Saturn aspects your 10th house. You may feel observed, tested, or burdened with higher expectations. Work pressure can increase, but this pressure is shaping your professional maturity. The second half of the month becomes more dynamic and rewarding, especially for those who rely on communication, networking, sales, freelancing, business, or self-employment. February rewards initiative. Those who wait may feel blocked, while those who act with strategy can gain visibility and progress. A major shift occurs as Mercury enters Aquarius on February 3rd, followed by Venus on February 6th, Sun on February 13th, and Mars on February 23rd. Activating your 3rd house, already occupied by Rahu, making this the most powerful zone of the month. Rahu here gives boldness, risk-taking ability, and hunger for growth. You may feel inspired to launch projects, start content, expand business, travel frequently, attend meetings, or push personal initiatives. This phase supports marketing, media, technology, social platforms, and unconventional strategies. Rahu also increases restlessness and impatience. Courage must be balanced with discipline. The most karmic moment arrives with the solar eclipse on February 17th in Aquarius, your third house, in Nanishta Nakshatra, with 5 planets including the moon gathered there. This eclipse resets your confidence, communication style, and effort-based destiny. Some Sagittarius individuals may receive sudden opportunities through business, writing, marketing, networking, or media. Others may change how they present themselves or realize they must take control of their path more boldly. This eclipse can also bring developments involving siblings or close connections. Because Rahu is amplified, avoid impulsive decisions during the eclipse window. Use this time to set intentions, not to rush actions. In love and marriage, Jupiter in the 7th house keeps relationships central. Important discussions may arise, and partnerships may deepen through honest communication. Because Jupiter is retrograde, clarity takes time. Do not rush commitments. Venus entering the 3rd house can improve romantic communication and short travel with partner, but Rahu can create mixed signals or impulsive attractions. After February 26th, Mercury retrograde in the 3rd house can cause misunderstandings through words, messages, or assumptions. Speak slowly and listen carefully. Financially, February begins with strong focus on money management. Income may grow through responsibility, but expenses can rise due to home matters, travel, or family needs. Mars in the 2nd can trigger impulsive spending, so restraint is essential. This is an excellent month for long-term financial planning, savings discipline, and clearing debts, but not for risky investments. Family matters remain active due to the 2nd house emphasis and Saturn in the 4th. Emotional seriousness may reduce social engagement. At the same time, Rahu in the 3rd increases networking and communication. Balance between personal life and external activity is necessary. The full moon on February 1st in Cancer, your 8th house, can heighten emotional sensitivity and bring discussions around shared resources or family obligations. Health needs attention because Saturn aspects your 1st house, which can cause fatigue, stiffness, or low mood if rest is ignored. The 3rd house eclipse may increase anxiety or nervous tension. Protect sleep, manage screen time, and stay consistent with routine. Overall, February 2026 is a powerful growth month for Sagittarius. It begins with financial and value restructuring and shifts into bold, communication-driven expansion. With discipline and self-belief, February can become a major turning point that strengthens your confidence, career direction, and long-term stability. For Capricorn, February 2026 becomes one of the most identity-defining and financially transformative months of the year. The month opens with a powerful conjunction of 4 planets in your 1st house, directly activating your personality, confidence, body, and life direction. Soon after, the energy shifts sharply into Aquarius, activating your 2nd house of money, family, speech, values, and savings, where Rahu is already transiting and where a solar eclipse takes place. This makes February deeply personal. It is not only about external changes, but about how you see yourself, how you present yourself, and what kind of financial and emotional foundation you want to build going forward. You may feel a surge of ambition and visibility, along with pressure to make mature decisions around income, responsibilities, and long-term security. Saturn remains your most important long-term influence because it rules both your 1st and 2nd houses. Saturn transiting Pisces in your 3rd house shows that growth in 2026 is effort-based. Your progress depends on self-initiative, discipline, skill development, communication, and courage. Saturn here rewards consistency, not shortcuts. If you show up daily, sharpen your skills, and take responsibility for your actions, results will come steadily. If you try to rush outcomes, Saturn will slow them down. February begins with Mars, Venus, Sun, and Mercury gathered in Capricorn in your 1st house. This is a major activation of identity, leadership style, confidence, and self-image. You may feel more visible, more driven, and more determined to take control of your life. People notice you more, and your presence carries weight. At the same time, This can create inner pressure because the first house also governs the nervous system and physical vitality. Restlessness, impatience, or the urge to push too hard can surface. The key is to channel this energy consciously, using discipline rather than reaction. Mars in the first house is especially significant because Mars rules your 4th and 11th houses. This creates a strong push to improve future goals, income prospects, and social standing, while also stirring restlessness around home, emotional peace, and family matters. Mars gives courage, stamina, and leadership, but it can also increase irritability and conflict if not managed well. Be mindful of tone and temper. Physically, Mars can increase inflammation or exhaustion if you overdo things, so pacing yourself matters. Venus in the first house improves charm, confidence, and personal magnetism. Since Venus rules your 5th and 10th houses, it supports creativity, leadership, career growth, and public image. This is favorable for professional visibility, branding, management, consulting, and creative roles. You may invest more in appearance and self-improvement. While attraction increases, relationships must be handled maturely because the month becomes strongly focused on money and values. The Sun in your first house boosts authority and leadership. You may feel ready to make bold decisions. Because the Sun also rules your 8th house, this confidence is paired with inner transformation. You are stepping into a new version of yourself. Mercury in the first house sharpens intelligence, communication, planning, and execution. Since Mercury rules your 6th and 9th houses, it strengthens your ability to handle competition, solve problems, and take a strategic approach to life. A major shift begins as Mercury enters Aquarius on February 3rd, followed by Venus on February 6th, Sun on February 13th, and Mars on February 23rd. Aquarius becomes the center of the month, activating your 2nd house of wealth, family responsibilities, speech, and values. With Rahu already placed here, financial and value-based themes become unavoidable. This period can bring sudden income opportunities, new earning methods, and growth through technology, online platforms, foreign clients, or unconventional sources. At the same time, Rahu can increase greed, impulsive spending, or financial instability if discipline is missing. Decisions made now can shape your entire 2026 financial cycle. The most karmic moment arrives with the solar eclipse on February 17th in Aquarius, in your 2nd house, in Anishta Nakshatra. This eclipse resets finances, family dynamics, and personal values. Some Capricorn individuals may see sudden changes in income, job roles affecting earnings, or new financial responsibilities linked to family. Others may discover a new source of income. This eclipse also affects speech. You may realize the power of your words and become more mindful about communication. Family issues that were hidden may surface, forcing emotional and practical clarity. The right approach is patience, careful listening, and strategic action. Avoid impulsive investments or heated family arguments during eclipse season. Career remains supported but demands intelligence and patience. Jupiter retrograde in Gemini in your 6th house strengthens your ability to handle competition, workplace pressure, and problem solving. Jupiter rules your 3rd and 12th houses, supporting skill development, behind-the-scenes planning, and foreign or remote connections. From Gemini, Jupiter aspects your 10th house, gradually improving career stability and recognition. Growth is steady rather than instant, and success comes through consistent effort and smart strategy. Financially, February can bring both gain and expense. Jupiter's aspect on your 2nd house reduces Rahu's volatility and adds protection. The Jupiter-Rahu trine can bring sudden opportunities, but also sudden temptation. Long-term planning, savings discipline, and ethical choices bring the best results. Relationships are emotionally active because the full moon on February 1st in Cancer, your 7th house, heightens sensitivity in partnerships. Early month visibility can attract attention for singles, while couples may discuss finances and responsibilities later in the month. After February 26th, Mercury retrograde in Aquarius can cause misunderstandings around money or speech, so slow communication and avoid harsh words. Health needs care due to high energy levels. Mars increases heat and stress, while Saturn warns against poor sleep. Maintain routine, protect rest, and manage mental overload. Overall, February 2026 is a turning point for Capricorn individuals. It begins with a powerful identity reset and moves into a major financial and value-based transformation. With discipline, maturity, and strategic thinking, this month can redefine your confidence, money habits, and long-term life direction in a lasting way. For Aquarius, February 2026 becomes one of the most powerful and defining months of the year because the entire sky concentrates on you. This is not a routine transit period. It is an identity reset, a destiny push, and a karmic turning point that can reshape your self-image, life direction, relationships, and health patterns. The month begins with heavy planetary activity in Capricorn, your 12th house, bringing closure, introspection, foreign links, expenses, and emotional release. Then the energy shifts sharply into Aquarius, your 1st house, where Rahu is already placed and where a major solar eclipse occurs. When so many planets activate your 1st house, life accelerates. Events feel intense and unavoidable, pushing you toward a new version of yourself, even if part of you still clings to the past. Saturn is the most important planet for Aquarius because it rules your 1st and 12th houses, governing identity, discipline, and overall life rhythm. Saturn transiting Pisces in your 2nd house makes February serious around finances, family responsibilities, speech, savings, and values. Money matters may feel heavy, but this placement is excellent for long-term financial stability. Saturn forces you to budget, reduce waste, and speak more carefully. This discipline is essential because Rahu in your 1st house can otherwise make expression impulsive and extreme. Jupiter continues retrograding in Gemini in your 5th house. For Aquarius, Jupiter rules your 2nd and 11th houses, making it a key protector of wealth and income. Jupiter in the 5th strengthens intelligence, planning, creativity, and judgment. Even in retrograde motion, it brings internal wisdom, helping you think strategically rather than emotionally. Jupiter aspects your 9th house, supporting guidance, learning, and higher direction, and your 11th house, supporting gains and long-term goals. Most importantly, Jupiter aspects your 1st house, protecting your identity transformation during this intense eclipse period. Jupiter's trine with Rahu can bring sudden opportunities, visibility, and growth through technology, online platforms, and unconventional paths. At the same time, it warns against obsession or reckless ambition. Growth must remain meaningful, not impulsive. February opens with Sun, Mars, Venus, and Mercury in Capricorn in your 12th house. This signals closure and preparation. You may feel tired, introspective, emotionally withdrawn, or mentally overloaded. Something is ending. You may be releasing an old role, identity, relationship pattern, or professional phase. The 12th house activation can increase expenses, foreign interactions, travel planning, visa matters, or behind-the-scenes work that brings little recognition but prepares future success. This phase is not negative. It clears space. The universe is asking you to rest, reflect, and let go before stepping forward. Mars in the 12th can create hidden stress, anxiety, or disturbed sleep, but it can also bring relocation planning or foreign work pressure. Venus in the May 12th increase spending on comfort or brings secret emotional themes. Sun here can exhaust ego, making solitude necessary. Mercury in the 12th intensifies thinking and overanalysis. Aquarius individuals should use early February to slow down, release emotional weight, and protect rest. Ignoring this inner work will make the second half feel overwhelming. The major shift begins as Mercury enters Aquarius on February 3rd, followed by Venus on February 6th, Sun on February 13th, and Mars on February 23rd. This activates your 1st house, already occupied by Rahu, turning your 1st house into the most powerful zone of the month. Confidence rises quickly. You become more visible, assertive, and ambitious. People notice your words, image, and decisions. You may feel fearless and ready to redefine your life direction. Yet Rahu in the 1st house can also bring confusion, anxiety, and identity instability. You may feel torn between the old version of yourself and the new one emerging. February asks you to choose growth over familiarity. The most karmic moment arrives with the solar eclipse on February 17th in Aquarius, in Anishtha Nakshatra, with 5 planets including the moon gathered in your 1st house. This eclipse is a complete reset of identity, health, confidence, reputation, and personal direction. Some Aquarius individuals may experience sudden career shifts, public recognition, changes in physical appearance, relocation, or lifestyle transformation. Others may consciously reinvent themselves, leaving behind outdated roles. After this eclipse, priorities change. Your tolerance for limitation drops. You feel compelled to live more authentically. Career matters are intense but promising. Mars rules your 10th house, and its entry into Aquarius on February 23 increases ambition and action power. Leadership opportunities, entrepreneurship, or career redirection can emerge. Eclipse energy brings instability. Sudden role changes, restructuring, or new offers are possible. Mercury retrograde from February 26 in Aquarius warns against rushing commitments. Miscommunication and contract confusion can rise. Double-check paperwork and keep professional communication clear. Financially, Saturn in the second house demands discipline, while Jupiter supports income and gains. Expenses may rise, but income potential also improves. Rahu in the first house can trigger impulsive financial decisions, so avoid risky investments and emotional spending. February is ideal for restructuring budgets and building long-term stability. In love and marriage, Ketu in Leo in your 7th house creates detachment or confusion in relationships. You may crave freedom or feel misunderstood. Some relationships deepen spiritually, while others may end if they no longer align with your evolving identity. Singles may experience sudden attraction, but Rahu can create illusion. Take time before commitment. Health is a major theme. With Rahu, eclipse, and multiple planets in the first house, the body becomes sensitive. Energy fluctuations, anxiety, sleep disturbance, or nervous tension are possible. Discipline is essential. Maintain routine, eat clean, sleep on time, and reduce screen overload, especially after Mercury retrogrades. Overall, February 2026 is a life reset month for Aquarius. It begins with release and inner cleansing, and culminates in a powerful identity transformation through the Aquarius eclipse. Career can rise rapidly, finances stabilize through discipline, and relationships demand truth and alignment. If you remain grounded, patient, and mature, this month can mark the beginning of a bold and authentic new chapter in your life. For Pisces, February 2026 becomes one of the most life-defining and karmically intense months of the year because the focus shifts sharply between outer achievement and deep inner transformation. The month opens with powerful activity in Capricorn, your 11th house of gains, income, networking, fulfillment of desires, and social reach, bringing momentum, visibility, and future-oriented progress. Then the energy moves decisively into Aquarius, your 12th house of endings, release, foreign connections, expenses, sleep, isolation, and spiritual awakening, where Rahu is already placed and where the solar eclipse occurs. This creates a clear two-phase month, external progress and gains in the first half, followed by inner closure, detox, and karmic reset in the second. February is not only about visible events, it is also about unseen forces preparing you for the next chapter of your life. Saturn's role is central because Saturn rules your 11th and 12th houses, controlling both gains and losses. Saturn transits Pisces in your first house, directly affecting your identity, confidence, health, body, and life direction. This is a serious, maturing influence. You may feel quieter, more introspective, and more selective about people and commitments. Saturn in the first house can bring tiredness, emotional heaviness, or self-doubt if routine is weak, but it is also one of the strongest placements for long-term success. It builds endurance, discipline, and realism. February asks you to grow up emotionally, define boundaries, and take responsibility for your path. Jupiter, your most important benefic as ruler of the 1st and 10th houses, remains retrograde in Gemini in your 4th house. Jupiter here offers inner guidance, emotional protection, and support through home, family, or mentors. Retrograde Jupiter shows that growth is internal before it becomes external. You may rethink career direction, home stability, or long-term goals. Jupiter aspects Aquarius, your 12th house, where Rahu is placed, forming a trine with Rahu. This is a key signature of February. It brings foreign connections, spiritual growth, deep psychological shifts, and sudden developments related to travel, relocation, expenses, or hidden karmas. It can also bring success through international work, online platforms, or distant clients, but it demands grounding because Rahu in the 12th can otherwise create anxiety, escapism, or restlessness. The month begins strongly with a Capricorn stellium in your 11th house, where Sun, Mars, Venus, and Mercury gather. This is one of the most productive openings Pisces can receive. The 11th house supports income growth, recognition, networking, collaborations, audience expansion, and fulfillment of long-term ambitions. February may start with appreciation from seniors, support from influential friends, or progress toward goals you have been working on. Business owners, freelancers, and content creators can see growth in followers, clients, or visibility. Mars brings ambition and drive toward goals, Venus supports gains through charm and alliances, Sun strengthens leadership and authority within groups, and Mercury sharpens communication, negotiations, and planning. The first half of February is excellent for setting future goals and leveraging networks. Career matters look promising but demanding. Jupiter's influence supports professional growth, while the 11th house activation increases visibility. Saturn in your first house aspects your 10th house, increasing responsibility and expectations. You may be asked to carry more weight, take leadership roles, or deliver consistent performance. The first half is favorable for meetings and alliances, but the second half shifts career energy behind the scenes. Some work may happen quietly, in planning stages, or through confidential projects that bring results later rather than immediately. The major energetic shift begins once Mercury enters Aquarius on February 3rd, followed by Venus on February 6th, Sun on February 13th, and Mars on February 23rd. Aquarius activates your 12th house, already occupied by Rahu. This strongly increases themes of withdrawal, reflection, expenses, sleep issues, foreign links, and spiritual focus. Social energy drops, and the need for solitude rises. Some Pisces individuals may travel, relocate, or work with foreign connections. Others may feel the urge to disconnect from noise and heal emotionally. Rahu in the 12th can create mental restlessness and overthinking, so discipline becomes essential. The most karmic moment is the solar eclipse on February 17th in Aquarius, in Anishtha Nakshatra, with 5 planets including the moon in the 12th house. This eclipse brings endings, closures, and emotional release. Pisces individuals may consciously or suddenly let go of unhealthy habits, draining relationships, or exhausting life patterns. It can bring spiritual awakening, vivid dreams, and intuitive insight, but also disturbed sleep if resistance is strong. This eclipse teaches surrender through wisdom, not weakness. Financially, February begins strong but requires caution later. Income can improve through networking and collaborations early in the month. The second half can increase expenses related to travel, health, family, or investments. Saturn in the first house enforces financial discipline, while Rahu in the 12th can tempt impulsive spending. Budgeting and restraint are essential. In love and marriage, the first half can bring romance through friends or social circles, supported by Venus in the 11th. Saturn's aspect on the 7th house makes relationships serious and commitment-oriented. Casual connections lose appeal. In the second half, emotional withdrawal may increase, and partners may sense distance. Honest, gentle communication is key. Health requires attention. Saturn in the first can lower vitality if routine is ignored, and Rahu in the 12th can disturb sleep and mental peace. After February 26th, Mercury retrograde increases mental restlessness. Prioritize rest, reduce screen time, and maintain structure. Overall, February 2026 unfolds in 2 clear phases for Pisces: external gains and progress first, followed by deep karmic release and spiritual reset. Saturn demands maturity, Jupiter offers protection, and the 12th house eclipse transforms your inner world. If you accept endings with awareness and discipline, February becomes the gateway to a stronger and more aligned future. As we conclude this episode, please keep in mind that these insights are based on the Sidereal Zodiac system used in Vedic Astrology, which differs from the tropical system by approximately 24 degrees. These are general predictions. The real impact depends on your dasha cycles and your individual birth chart. For a personalized analysis or consultation, feel free to reach out. If you found this video valuable, please like, share, subscribe, and turn on notifications. And now you can also hype this video to boost it within the community. Your support helps this knowledge reach more people who may benefit. Thank you for watching. Stay aware, keep learning, and keep shining bright.